has already taken the lead away from his teammate, Mike Skinner. Wow, did they go by there in a hurry.
As you could hear, they were talking about whether they could pass or not. You see Jeff Gordon moving into third place, going into turn 3 there. On the outside is Bill Elliott fighting back.
Elliott off to a great start. Rolls that Ford up on the outside. And then they're all sandwiched in. Jeff Gordon's been the one to make the move on the inside to run even. Now with Bill Elliott, even across for third spot.
And Kenny used a high groove here late in the race on Thursday and came up towards the front. It might be a little while before that groove really comes into play after their tires get heated up, but he's running on the outside there right now and running pretty good, holding off Jeff Gordon.
Earnhardt has now led in 17 of his 19 Daytona 500s. Dale Jarrett coming back into the thick of it.
You see the third place car there, Bill Elliott. He has moved into third spot all week long. He's been one of the class cars in every practice out there. Bill Elliott is really pumped up for this 500-mile event here.
The outside groove seems to be the best one right now, but they seem to be able to get a better run off the turns from that outside groove. But Jeff Gordon's still down on the inside trying to make it work. Now he finds him a hole there and moves up into that outside groove.
200 laps for $4 million. And Richard Childress now has his cars deployed first and second. Earnhardt and Skinner 1 and 2. Now Ernie Irvan trying to draft on the inside, pulling up with Grissom. Doesn't work.
These 4 cars out in front are in single file. That's the best scenario as far as drafting is concerned.
Well, Richard Childress is standing here in his pit area watching our television broadcast, and you're watching your 2 cars. Are you orchestrating this from the pits, or are your drivers doing this 1-2 shuffle?
Well, they're just sitting up there trying to stay in line. You know, if you get out of line right now, as you can see, some of the cars that's tried it, you'll go right to the back. So we just want them to sit there and run, run a while. Let's see how the cars are working.
Do you care which one leads?
Not really. You know, Skinner said a while ago he looked like Bill might be getting tired of leading. I said, you just sit there.
Okay. Mike Joy?
Hey.
Look at this up in front. Skinner messing around with his teammate Earnhardt. Or vice versa.
Look at Ward Burton there in the 22 car making it 3 wide down into turn 3, and Kenny Schrader coming with him. Ward Burton is on a march towards the front.
Nah, they're not going to get racing in this 500.
Elliott got a little loose there in the middle. Of course, being in the middle of those fast cars will cause you to do that.
Jeff Gordon takes over in second place. Earnhardt continues up in front. Skinner finds himself in third, and South Boston, Virginia's Ward Burton having a great one. He's in fourth.
You can see how still his hands are in the corner. That's just holding the steering wheel. That's right on the bump there, just feeling the car through the corners. But his hands were pretty stationary through the corner. That means the car is doing what he wants it to do.
Jeff Gordon would like to get up there and lead a lap. There are 5 bonus points awarded to any driver who leads a lap during the race. And then there are 5 bonus points for a driver who leads the most laps. And Dale Earnhardt, of course, working towards that right now.
Dale Jarrett goes to fourth. Rather, Dale Earnhardt goes to fourth, and Dale Jarrett picks up a couple of spots here. He goes to 6. Sterling Marlin looking back at Dale Earnhardt.
That car looks like it's looking back at you. It looked like 2 big eyes there in the front of that headlight door there as he comes towards you. Dale Earnhardt's car is sticking right on the bottom of the racetrack. He almost got under Sterling Marlin just a second ago. What a great car, and you know that Dale Earnhardt is not happy running fourth.
Looking back from the 3rd place car to the 4th place car.
They're running speeds right now close to their qualifying efforts. It's time, though. If you got anything left, you've got to put it up front right now.
I've never seen Bill Elliott more relaxed, more at ease in this time. I think of those, like 1989 when he broke his wrist. Remember they were trying the radial tires the first time. He slapped the wall, 195 miles an hour. Those wins in 85 and 87. All those frustrating years for Earnhardt. So close, so many times when it should have been his, and it wasn't. And for Jeff Gordon, he's doing this for someone else.
Here goes the pass. Gordon making a move on the inside of Earnhardt. Oh, Jarrett's loose.
down the back straightaway. Big trouble. Earnhardt out. Up and over number 3. And for the 19th time, Lady Luck deals a bad hand to Earnhardt. And here's number 88, Jarrett, back underway. Caution is out. This is in lap 188 as they come to the line. Elliott brings them across, and there's damage on the side of number 24, Gordon. Rest of the field coming up. They were on the binders, trying to get out of that dilemma up in front. Craven comes across. There's Ernie Irvan's car. It's in trouble. A dramatic turnaround, and look at the abuse as the Earnhardt car flipped over the 28. He went over the top. All the intensity and all the drama of 1979 are being relived in this Daytona 500. Dale Earnhardt, who was so savaged in that race at Talladega, and he got out and waved to the crowd. Broken ribs, broken sternum, broken collarbone. And he gave the crowd the thumbs up.
Here
he's climbing out again. Truly a remarkable American hero, stymied another time at Daytona. Walked away from another one on the super speedways. Earnhardt, let's look at what happened. Back straightaway.
Well, you can see him coming off. That's Jeff Gordon right under Earnhardt. Earnhardt gets into the outside wall, moves over in traffic there. Everybody checked up. There's contact from the car just behind him.
Dale Jarrett
got into him just a little bit. You can see Ernie Irvan there slamming into the outside wall.
And going under him. The end of another 500 for Dale Earnhardt. From inside Jarrett's car, watch these pictures.
Well, he was going to follow. He saw Gordon make the move coming off of turn 2, and those cars get close together up there, and Earnhardt gets into the wall.
You can see Earnhardt's car get sideways just before he got to the wall there. He could not control it. It got over into the wall, and it was a chain reaction from there on. Watch him come through here. Watch it turn sideways just a little bit. Bam, right into the wall there. Now everybody didn't have time to check up.
I think Ernie got into the back, and Terry got into the back of Ernie Irvan. He got the 28 car into the back of the 88. The 5 in there was a chain reaction, as you said, just backed him up. And the result, dire straits for Dale Earnhardt. The hood from the number 28 up over the fence and possibly into the Tiny Lund grandstand, we understand. At regular speed. Hard game, this stock car racing. Can't believe how hard it is on Dale Earnhardt. So close so many times, right up there with the contender. And here we are, 10 laps from the finish, and it's over for him again. You're in the pits. Car number 3, Earnhardt, and Dick Berggren is there.
What a pile of grit. Earnhardt is in the car. He's barking instructions to the crew. They're trying to tape the left rear fender on. It's barely hanging on. They're taping the hood on. The roll cage has been sandpaper. NASCAR apparently has declared he must have a spoiler, so they're going to now try to get the back deck on the car. There's nothing mechanical holding it on. They're going to have to tape it on. This thing is so beat up. If Earnhardt can make one lap or two, it's an absolute miracle. He's obviously okay behind the wheel. Let's go back up to Ken Squire.
He's rolled the car. It's gone all the way over, and there has been an injury in the Lund grandstand. The hood off number 28 flew up over the fence and is gone into the grandstand. And they are now taking a spectator out of that area. We'll update you on that story as we get more information. watch again what happened out of turn 2 in front of the Lund grandstand.
Jeff Gordon tried to pass Dale Earnhardt on the inside. The air just pushed Earnhardt over into the outside wall. Dale Jarrett couldn't get slowed down quick enough, bumped Earnhardt. Then Ernie Irvan, it was a chain reaction type deal, goes right under Earnhardt. I thought they were back there ready to load that car on the wrecker. I thought that's what we was waiting on, and first thing I knew, Dale Earnhardt was driving it down pit road.
That's incredible. But you know what happened there, Ned? This close to the end of the race, when you get into trouble, Earnhardt was not going to lift right there. The car's out of shape. He hits the outside wall, then into Gordon, and you see behind, everybody just started checking up, and it was just chain reaction from there
And the
on.
hood comes off. You can see the hood flying up into the tiny Lund grandstand at that moment as Ernie Irvan came through. A victim of circumstance, nothing he could do. He was right in the middle of it. It's always a matter of winners and losers, and the hard loss today was suffered by the driver standing by with Ralph Shaheen.
Well, here he is, a 7-time champ. Dale, I can't believe we're having this conversation again. You got out of the car after flipping, and you got back in. What went through your mind through all of that?
Well, I just wanted to get back in the race and try to, make laps, and we're running for a championship. Our hopes for the Daytona 500 were over there. Gordon came up under me, and the car pushed off the corner, and I got into the wall, got back into him, checked up a little bit. Somebody hit me from behind. Next thing I know, we're on the roof again. Luckily, no one else hit the car. We just sort of bounced around up on our lid a little bit and scuffed around toward the back end up, whatever. I got an ambulance, and I looked back at the car, and I said, man, the wheels are still on that thing. I got out of the ambulance and asked the guy inside the car that was hooking it up. I said, see if it'll crank. And he cranked it up. I said, get out. Give me the car back. So I drove it back around here, and we taped it up. And it's just, it's frustrating for me, for the guys that work so hard. Everybody works so hard on the team, and getting these race cars down here, we run good and qualified good, won the qualifying race. I don't know that we could have won the Daytona 500, but we were sitting there ready for a shot. And I think Gordon was a little impatient at that point, but still, he went on and won the race. He's running his race, but that's the way it goes. I mean, I pushed off the corner and got in the wall a little, and I could have took him out too, but I was trying to stay off him, and got back, and somebody turned me from the back, and then it was all over with.
Thank you, Dale. He's 31st today. To Mike Joy in Victory Lane.